We're still missing people, but anyhow, everyone come on in close so everyone can hear what's going on. First of all, I guess we're going to have a mix of weather, and it looks like it should be theoretically dry up till noon. So the way this morning it's going to work, you have your 2 practice rounds. Everybody gets 2 rounds, and then we're going to. The national anthem's not going to play at 10:10 because that makes no sense. We're going to go right into 10:15 into qualifying. It'll be starting off with Pro 500 Superbike, Pro Thunder Bike, Group A of the Classic riders, and then Group B. I have those sheets up here. It's split into 2 groups of 24 for the 48 people that made from yesterday's field today, which I think honestly was everybody, because we only had, I think, 48 people go out. But we broke it into groups A and B based on your times finished of yesterday. And yes, if you're qualifying for the grid starts from last night through today. So if you can improve on your times from yesterday, that will improve your grid position. We are still planning on the 106% for the classic riders. We might make that a little more than maybe 107%, but probably no more than 107%.
Remind them that you can have colors to get this.
Okay. So everybody that's in Group A and B has to. You don't have to have your motorcycle here. You can just go up to Chuck. He's got a list of who's in Group A and B. You can get your A and B sticker for the classic riders. Anyone have any questions on how we're actually, what's counting for qualifying, or is it clear for everyone how the club?
Do we have to run today if we're okay with the yesterday qualifying?
You do not have to run today, but right now, Ian, I don't think you're in the mix, so you probably want to run.
13-9?
Let me see.
You're in the mix. You are.
Yeah. Okay. You are 13-9. You are. 14-7 is right around the number right now. So, sorry, Ian. I guess I forgot that they had that motorcycle. So anyhow, no, you do not have to run, but I guess you're probably pretty safe. You do not have to run if you feel that you're safe, but if you want to improve your grid position, you might want to run.
What was the...
Okay.
So the rating procedure is basically...
All right, let's go over the rain procedure. What we're going to do first is if it starts to rain, we're going to do a rain delay for 15 minutes.
Morning, everyone. Once again, the riders' meeting taking place right now in the tech garage. Please report to the riders' meeting.
All right, so what's going to happen is we do a 15-minute delay. We're going to determine if we think it's going to continue to be wet or if it's going to dry. We want to obviously get you onto a dry racetrack if possible. But if it's not possible, once we determine it's a wet race, we'll let everyone go back to the pit. You don't have to change your tires out on the pit, the hot pit. You can come back to your garages, wherever you are, and we'll give you a time limit of when you have to be back out onto the grid position itself.
And that's declaring it an actual wet race.
Right. And once we send you to the garage or out of the hot pit area, we've declared it a wet race. So then it's a flag to flag. You guys, whatever it is whatever you want to do for tires at that point in time. All right. The other thing that we're going to do, my brain's not working today.
John, what's the pre-race procedure like?
That's not going to go right now. So for the Thunder Bike and the 500 Superbike, it's our normal race procedure. We're going to pre-grid you where we've always pre-gridded you. We're going to send you up for a warm-up lap. You're going to come around and line up on the racetrack into your grid positions. For the classic race, you're going to start off in our normal cold pit area, go onto the track, circulate around, come into the hot pit. You're going to get one siding lap, and then you're going to come into the hot pit, and we're going to release you from there, and you're going to get one warm-up lap. You're going to go around and go onto your grid position. So we aren't going to make you put warmers or generators out on the racetrack surface itself. You can set up onto the hot pit with tents and things for the classic riders only. Make sense?
How long is that in between the sighting and the warm-up lap?
Hopefully not real long. I'd say 10 minutes at the most from that. And you can refuel. You can do whatever you want in the hot pit area. You just have to abide by the refueling rules. No rider on the motorcycle, fire extinguisher handy, that type of thing. You can change. No, you cannot change. You cannot change tires on the when you come in. What you go out on the sighting lap on is what you're going to race on. There is no tire change unless we declare it a wet race. All right. So the tire you have is the tire you're going to race on from there.
If there's a red flag, we already have rain tires on. Red flag, are you able to change the tires during red flag?
If it's a red flag, that means that it's do whatever you want. If you're in, you have to do it on the hot pit surface itself. We're not sending you back to your
So
garages.
you're allowed to change tires during
Only, right. Only if you're right.
Okay, understand.
But otherwise, you cannot change a tire on during a red flag if it's dry condition.
Okay.
Claire, is that fair for everyone? Everything understood there? All right.
John,
Yeah.
one quick question. If for the 500 Superbike and the Thunderbike races, if it happens to be dry all day up until the race, will they be able to get a sign lap just to see what the track is like on rains?
Yeah, obviously, we're going to do everything we can to make it safe for everybody. Even the sport classes are important to us all. So the riders for those sport classes hopefully are the riders for the classic in the future. So we want to keep them around for a little while.
They're gonna just have to rely on
Right.
making announcements.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna just pay attention to what the announcements are and that type of thing. So yesterday we had some game playing out on the track. I don't know if anyone watched not watched, but read Road Racing World magazine. And look, we've dealt with that issue, but people are going to follow people around. That's what happens at every racetrack, from every level of sport. And if you're a fast guy, they're going to follow you around, especially if it's your home course. It goes with the territory. You're not going to gain or lose anything other than if they get into your head. All right, so go out there. We're not going to tolerate any, stupid stuff out there. So, guys, if someone's following you, ride your qualifying, ride your practice. Don't spend half of it looking over your shoulder. It's just no benefit to anybody. It's just stupid.
Hey, John, bring up the fact if you blow turn one, mole trap.
Yeah, we did that yesterday. I'm gonna let Eric go over that again because I guess some people did just go over our rules when it's done.
All right, it's pretty simple, guys. If you blow turn one and you go around the banking, there's people there, right?
But that's why they can't go fast.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, there's multiple reasons not to go fast, but the rule is you have to come to a stop and put your foot down, and then enter into the racetrack safely. With that said, Laura from Race Control said that the idea is not to blow turn one, sit up in the top, and then stalk the person that you want to follow. Get up there, find the first open spot and get back out in the race traffic and go from there. And again, this is for everyone's safety. There are workers up there, so we can't go zipping by workers at 80 or 100 miles an hour. And obviously, you need time to sit back and gather what's happening down in turn 1, 1, and 2 to make a good judgment for what's going on there. So that's it, guys. Have a good, safe day.
All right. So the pit for hot pit armbands, we need each rider either to come up now with the people they're getting their 6 bands, or go to registration.
What if some of those people aren't here yet?
Then when they arrive, you can give the names to registration. They have to go in there, show that they have a regular armband on, get their hot pass band, and sign a waiver. So they can do it right now, or they can go over to the media center and see Jenna and Noel at some other point. But they need those bands to get onto the hot pit during the practice sessions and qualifying and the race. All right, everyone good? All right, let's go.
When the bikes come off the track, and they take that left and they're coming around the garage to the right, keep it slow. Steve and I saw a guy come in, dragging his knee through there.
All right, yeah, guys, it's 15 miles an hour. And actually, Teague Dane is here also, I almost forgot that, and then, oh, come on up, Teague. Another thing I forgot yesterday is that Pete Davis is our announcer, and he puts a lot of effort in here, does a lot of research, and it's awesome to have everyone, like, give a hand to Pete for putting into that. PJ, you had a question?
Yes, I have a question about the dry race. It starts raining in the race. Are you guys gonna go off an experienced rider in the front, putting their hand up, or are you gonna go off of how much water we have on the ground? Because
I mean, look, we'll do our best to do it, but the leaders, if they notify us that they're uncomfortable, we pay attention to it. Okay, that's always what we've done here. And I don't know if you saw yesterday during the things, I spent more time out in the track trying to test surface, make sure it was safe for everybody. So my number one priority is make it safe for you. I'm not going to put any of you in dangerous situations. I'm not going to. My biggest problem is I think I played too much the safe side and call it early, but I'd rather do that than have people on the ground.
yeah.
Public speaker, either here or, I don't know, yeah, you have to.
Hey everyone, my name's Teague. I work for Moto America, and I'm here to I'm here just to kind of monitor all the next generation bikes that are racing for the Moto America guys. So, real quickly after the race, if you guys after the race, if you guys would just come into here like a park for May, come into this tech area right here, and then we'll monitor the bikes at that point. Does everyone understand?
Talking about the winners, the race winners?
Every rider.
The guys that are running next generation bikes.
Every next gen bike.
So anyone that's got a
The
spec
pace-
ECU.
The pace is 32, so want to make sure you're legal.
All good? Everyone understand?
All right, and then at the end of the day, so we're going to do Pro 500 Superbike, Pro Thunder Bike, and then the Classic. I need the top 3 finishers to go into Victor's Cup after the end of the Classic race. So you can go with your motorcycles and the top 3 from each of the categories there, along with top 3 local riders from the Classic. So we'll need the top 3 500 Superbike, top 3 500 Pro Thunder Bike, top 3 racers from the Classic, and then the top 3 locals that are in the Classic go to the award ceremony. All right, guys, have fun today. Any questions, I'm available.